Very good afternoon to one and all. Today we will going to explain in this session lecture number 17, steganography, DDoS and DDoS attack. Previous lecture we have introduced the concept about backdoors, Trojan horse, viruses and worms all over. Today we will differentiate what is meant by DDoS attack or DOS attack or DDoS attacks and steganography. So, session outlines steganography, DDoS and DOS attacks. Steganography, it is a Greek word that means shelter the writing. So we can say that it is a method to hide the writing, that is called as steganography. So stegno means covered and graphing means to write. So write to hide the writing, that method is called as steganography. Stegnoanalysis, detecting the message that are hidden in images or audio video files, like using a steganography, that is called as steganography. So to find out the hidden words which is present in a message or image or audio video, that method is called as stegnoanalysis. And to hide the letters in image or in music or any video or audio, that is called as steganography. So it is a method to attempt to hide the existent message or communication in a hidden format or can be hide, that is called as steganography. This idea as steganography means covered the graphian meaning to write, that means conceal the writing. So to cover the writing with some special characters, that is called as stegnoanalysis. If you observe this phenomenon of steganography, please kindly watch a movie National Treasure Hunt Part 2. In Hollywood movie, we will observe the phenomenon of steganography. What is meant by DDoS attack and DOS attack? Denial of service or distributed denial of service attack. So we can say that someone is very popular website which gives a very high rating and which takes a very huge amount of revenue generate from last 2 weeks. So how to decreasing the market or popularity of this website? With the help of we can decreasing the its popularity by using a DDoS attack or DOS attack. So an attempt to make a computer resources available to its intended users, that is called as your DDoS attack. So DDoS attacker floats a bandwidth of a victim in network or fills his email box with a spam email, depriving him on the service he is enabled to access the provider. So the major objective of DDoS attack to unaccess the resources for the victim, which will be very useful. Attacker typically target the sites or services hosted on a high profile web server such as bank, credit card, payment, gateways, mobile phone networks and even the root name servers. So that is the most popular area where the attack will be launched, which is basically related to high profiles websites. DDoS attacks are mostly, it is a buffer flow overflow technique is employed to commit such kind of criminal attack. Attackers spoof the IP addresses and flood the network of a victim with repeated requests. As the IP address is fake, the victim machine keeps waiting for the response from the attacker machine each request. This consumes the bandwidth of a network which then fails to serve legitimate time. In real time, the response ultimately breakdowns. So attacker launch a many request from the victim so that each and every time victim will be still wait for the response at no longer response will be created from the attacker side. That time it will be consume the bandwidth network and it will be failed down. So system will be broken ultimately. So what are the symptoms which is to be observed on DDoS attack? The user computer emergency response define it. Usually the network will be slowed down, the opening the file and accessing the website, then unavailability of particular websites, inability to access any website, dramatically increase the number of spams in emails received. That is nothing but these are the symptoms which is to be observed mostly in DDoS attack or simply DOS attack. So what does the DOS attack does? The goal of the distributed denial of service attack or denial of service attack is not gain unauthorized access to the system or data, but prevents the intent user to service from the using activity done by the DDoS. So what are the activities? Flood the network with traffic, disturb the connection between two systems, prevent a particular individual from accessing service, and disrupt the service to specific system or person. So these activities are done by the DOS or denial of service attack. So we can say that this is the objective of a DOS attack. So classification of the denial of service attack are classified: bandwidth attack. It means the consuming all the bandwidth of a website so that the another website cannot be open, or we can say that the another service provider cannot be launched its web page due to the consuming all bandwidth. Then logical attack exploit the vulnerability in network or software in such as web server or TCP/IP stack. Protocol attacks exploit the specific features or implementation bug of the some protocol installed as a victim's system to consume the excess amount of its resources. Then unintentional DDoS attack or simply DOS attack. Then types of the level of DOS attacks: flood attack, that is also called as a ping flood. Attacker sending the number of ping attacker using a ping command which results into more traffic than the victim can be handled. This requires attacker have faster network to connection than the victim. Prevention is very difficult. Then ping of death attack. Send overrides ICMP packets. ICMP stands for Internet Control Message Protocol. Receiving this packet will crash or freeze or reboot the system. Then synchronized attack, that is also known as TCP/IP synchronized flooding attack. It is also termed TCP/IP synchronized flooding. A transmission control protocol handshaking the network connection. It's with synchronization and acknowledgement message, and the victims will be wait for the acknowledgement message from the attacker side. Then teardrop attack. This type of attack where fragment packet are also forged to overlap each other when the receiving host tries to reassemble them. The IP packet fragmentation algo is used to send the corrupt packets, confuse the victim, or may hang the system. Such type of attack will be launched in Windows 3.1x, 95 or NT or Linux versions like this 2.0, 32, 2.163 are the vulnerable for this type of attacks. Then Smurf attack. Generating a significant computer network traffic on the victim network using the fluids via spoof broadcast ping message. The attacker consists of host sending ICMP echo request to the network broadcast ping address, and every host receives this packet send a back ICMP echo response. The internet relay chat server primary victim Smurf attack, and IRC is a real-time protocol which is used to launch this Smurf attack. Then nuke, an old DOS attack against the computer network consisting fragmented or otherwise invalid ICMP packets sent to the target. This can be achieved by the using a modified ping utility, repeatedly send a corrupt data, thus slowing down the affected computer until the comes to complete stop. So this is the most popular examples of NetBIOS handler Windows 95, which is a nuke attack under the category of old DOS attack. Also, this type of attack is most popular in Linux operating system also. Then tools that are used to launch the denial of service attack. Jolt. Attacker against Windows based machine consume 100% CPU time on processing of illegal packets. NemC generates a random packet of spoof source IP. Then Taraga is used to run 8 different denial of service attacks to be launched. Then Crazy Pinger send a large packet of ICMP. Some trouble, remote flooder and bomber develop the Delphi. So these are the some tools which is to be used to launch the attacks. Jolt, NemC, Taraga, Crazy Pinger, and the some troubles. Then blended thread. It is a more sophisticated attack that the bundles of some worse aspect viruses, worms, and Trojan horse and malicious code is into one single thread. So that is called as a blended thread. Use server internal vulnerabilities to initiate, transmit, and thereafter spread attack. So what are the characteristics of blended thread? Cause harm to infected system or network. Second, propagate the using multiple methods as attack may come from multiple points. Exploit the vulnerabilities. So these are the 3 characteristics of blended thread. Server multiple attacks in one payload. Use multiple mode of transport, or rather than the specific attack predetermined XCS file, it can be do multiple malicious attack such as modify your X files, HTML files, or registry keys. So this is the blended attack, means these attacks will be part of a one payload in the form of worms, viruses, Trojan horse, or malicious code, which is launched in a single thread. Then permanent DOS attack. Permanent denial of service attack so badly that requires the replacement of or reinstallation permanent hardware. Pure hardware supportage or flash dance is a tool created by the Reed Smith who demonstrate the permanent DOS attacks. So permanent DOS attacks will launch that time the complete system will be replaced, and this can be detected by the Smith. Then distributed denial of service attack. Attacker use your computer to attack another computer. By taking the advantage of security vulnerabilities or weaknesses, an attacker could control of your computer, then force your computer to send huge amount of data or website, send spam, particularly in email addresses. The attacker is distributed because the attacker using multiple computers to launch this DOS attack. So why it is called as a DOS attack? Because attacker use the large number of multiple computers to launch this attack. So that is properly named as a distributed denial of service attack. Large number of zombie systems such synchronize to attack the particular system. Zombie system can called as a secondary victim or main target called as primary victim. So this is about the distributed denial of service attack. Sometimes we will be asked the difference between DDoS attack or simply the DDoS attack or DOS attacks. So how to protect the DOS attack or DDoS attacks? Implement a router filter. In such filters are available in your system. Install the patches guard against the TCP synchronization flooding. Disable any unused inessential network service. Observe your system performance and establish the baseline for ordinary activity. Outline, examine your physical security. Use the tools to detect the changes in configuration of information or other files. Invest and maintain the hot spares. Invest the redundant and fault tolerant network configuration. Establish the maintain the regular backup schedules and policies. Establish, maintain and appropriate password policies. So these are the some guidelines how to protect your PC or your mobile or any mobile devices from the DOS attack or DDoS attacks. DOS stand for denial of service attack and DDoS attack stand for the distributed denial of service of attack. So in this lecture we are going to the concept of steganography, then steganoanalysis, what is meant by distributed denial of service attack and distributed denial of service attack and their levels of launches and how to protect the system from the DOS attack and DDoS attacks. So we can stop here. Thank you.